This is Independence Medical Office Building located in Plano. It is located at the intersection of Independence Parkway and Spring Creek. As you can see, we've got this property under contract for $6.1 million. We're going to put about $115,000 into improvements. And this kind of walks through all of the proceeds of funds. We will have about a $6.7 million project. If you look up here, we've got a bank loan for $5 million, and we're raising $1.7 million in investor equity. So this deal will have two classes of owners. We'll have Class A owners, which will be preferred owners, and they will get a preferred distribution, and Class B owners that will not. I'm going to jump ahead to the return page. As you can see here, we'll have cash flow from operations, estimated value, mortgage payoff, investor funds, cost of sale, and net proceeds throughout each year. Here we go. Here we have the Class A investors. They will get 8% preferred money. So on $1.7 million, that's $136,000. For an individual investor, that's $8,000. That money is paid monthly. So every month that investor, if they invest $100,000, will show up their mailbox, and they should get a check for $600 and some change for their contribution. The next line we've got titled here is called revenue split. That revenue split is, so we have cash flow. The investors take the first $136,000, and then after that point, the revenue, the additional cash flow is split proportional to ownership. So if you look here, we've got $338,000 in cash flow. The investors take the first $136,000. Then the remaining proceeds are split proportional to ownership. So the investor pool would get $101, and my side would get $101. We structure the deal this way to ensure that the deal is heavily weighted in performance. It's performance driven. We need to perform in making the asset do what we say it's going to do in order really to be compensated that way. So if you look here, this is the internal rate of return. So like this particular project, we're looking at a 5 to 7 year hold, and it's like 123% return over 5 years, or just under a 20% internal rate of return. So the reason it's a 5 to 7 year hold is there are two value propositions here. One of which is we believe that this building is currently 57,000 square feet, and it is 100% leased. So it is fully leased, and the leases that are currently in place are full service leases. Our expectation would be to convert the building to triple net leases over the next 5 years, so that just the simple fact of converting the building to triple net will create more value. It should trade at a lower cap rate. By trading at a lower cap rate, that would mean that we're going to sell it for we'll sell it for more money than we have purchased it for based on a capitalization rate. The second piece of this that we see as a value add is the building is currently around $6 to $10 a square foot under market rent. The appraiser says that the current triple net market rent on this building is, I want to say, about $21 a square foot. And our calculations figure that it was, somewhere closer to 18. And as you can see in this model, we are performing a $15 a square foot triple net rent. So the building is significantly under market rent. So we're going to push those rents up a little bit while we manage attrition. So our goal is not to take the building to the market rent, which may cause some vacancy issues. Our objective is to take the building and get it closer to market rent, get it to that $15 a square foot range. And by doing that, we're going to create some additional value in additional revenues for the property. That is the second place that we see a value add in this particular project.